commission officers, but they are opportune to do it even as cadets. So I can tell you confidently that they are ready for the task ahead.
While addressing the cadets, the Commandant Nigerian Defense Academy, Major General Ibrahim Yusuf Manu, expressed delight with the level of discipline and performance exhibited during the training.
I am highly impressed by your standard, and indeed by your standard of discipline throughout the adventure phase.
I've seen future in this cadet because they are very disciplined, they are very intelligent.
A trophy was presented to the 1st Battalion during the training. In Jos, Yildik Danladi, NTA News.
Plateau State government says it is committed to ensuring that citizens, especially civil servants, have access to quality and affordable housing that will cater for their housing needs and also address housing deficits in the state. Governor Simon Lalong stated this at the flag-off of the Simon Bako Lalong Workers Housing Estate at Rafiki, Bassa local government area of the state. Priscilla Grumnan has details.
The Simon Lalong Workers Housing Estate of 844 units of housing is to be constructed on these 40 hectares of land to provide quality and affordable housing for civil servants in the state. The project, consisting of 3 and 2 bedroom bungalows, police station, clinic, church, educational and commercial facilities, will be constructed in phases and is expected to be delivered to government in 18 months. Governor Simon Lalong says, bearing in mind the housing deficits being faced, government will continue to provide necessary infrastructure that will better the lives of citizens.
Through the workers' housing estate, our civil servants will no longer have cause to worry about owning a house or renting accommodation, so there is a mechanism for them to own one under very friendly terms.
Head of Civil Service Sunday Hiat enumerates the gains of the projects to civil servants, saying this will improve their welfare and productivity. National President of the NLC represented and the State NLC Chairman Eugene Manji appreciate Governor Lalong for initiating the project, which they say will go a long way in ameliorating the hardship faced by civil servants. Messages came from the paramount ruler of the Irigwe Chiefdom, as well as other guests who applauded government's initiative. In Jos, Priscilla Grumnan, NTA News.
That's our package from Jos. We'll take a break now. Nationwide continues thereafter. Do stay.
Elections are here again. Let us shun violence. Let us play the game according to the rules. Do not be a thug. Say no to violence. Let's rise and defeat violence, crime, and sabotage against the peace of our nation. Nigeria is the only country we have. We must do everything to keep it united. We must avoid any act that promotes hate and disintegration. Say no to separatist movement, terrorism, fake news, hate speech, religious bigotry, and any act that tends to divide us as a nation. Watch out for strange gatherings and suspicious movements. Restrict access to sensitive documents and data, the disclosure of which may damage national security. Educate your staff and family, particularly on measures to safeguard information and report security breaches. Apply relevant legal security guidelines to protect yourself and your neighbors. Due to misinformation and wrong choices, some idle persons resort to vices in their greed to get rich quick. They resort to kidnapping, killings for rituals, and other heinous crimes. Avoid wrong use of the social media. Before you broadcast that false message, think twice. Ask whether it will promote peace or violence. For safety at home, still be security conscious. Educate your household on safety tips. Report all suspicious movements and persons to the security agencies nearest to you. Be a good citizen. Be patriotic. To pass security information, please call 0813-222-2105, 0915-339-1309, 0908-837-3514, or send a mail to dsspr@dss.gov.ng. This message is from the Department of State Services, DSS.
hoping that their educational deprivation is not the end of the world.
Agencies and stakeholders to proactively tackle these challenges.
Women in most countries of the world constitute about 50% of registered voters.
Williams, reporting for Dateline 360.
In Jos, Caleb Gochin, Deadline 360.
Naja Atitijan.
Deadline 360. Chidi Okrafo.
For Deadline 360.
In Lagos, Michael Olaleye.
Reporting for Deadline 360. I am Omosola Omojola. Thanks for tuning in.
Our pastors, our imams, in every church, in every mosque, please realize that in the course of praying for peaceful and transparent elections, we all have duties beyond prayers. If we want a stable society before, during, and after the elections, what should you be saying to those that worship with you? All Sundays and all Fridays, you are saddled with the responsibility of bringing up good generations. It is therefore your duty to both man and God to ensure peace all the time, no matter about elections alone. People talk to people and people listen. Talk to your followers. Make them listen to ensure peaceful 2023 elections. This message from the National Orientation Agency.
Welcome back. Effective management of political parties in line with laid down rules and regulations is critical to the quality of leaders who emerge from party processes to form the national and sub-national governments. Guests on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria, who gave this position, are also of the view that while internal party wrangling is part of Nigeria's democratic evolution, monetization of political power should not be overlooked. Lydia Sampson reports.
As democracy continues to evolve, the intensity of party wrangling and money politics is taking center stage. While some believe in democracy, money speaks, others say any community where the highest bidder without regards for good governance takes the day spells doom for masses.
If money is not the population and people are bidding for an office, the person that has more money will definitely throw in more money to gain an advantage. What is important is that whoever becomes our leader respects our constitution, we expect the manifesto of his own political party, is committed to the welfare of the people, even as we have in the constitution.
What we are saying here is that we shouldn't actually make use of money to bribe people, to take away the right of a people. You call on a delegate and you ask him to swear by the Quran or by the Bible that before I give you this particular money, you have to swear that you're going to vote for me. So if we allow freely the use of money within the political primary environment, then it means that even a madman could actually purchase a political power.
There is also clamor for government intervention, given the crucial role of party primaries in determining national leaders.
What we have taken today, like you have said, it's a wrong path to develop a democracy and develop a nation, where you find that people come and then all you need to do was to fill your pocket or fill your briefcase with dollars and then come and then buy up anybody. You could be a killer, you could be anything. The man does not even want to know what your name is, not to even talk about your track record. All he wants to know is how much dollars is he paying. That's what our democracy has become, plutocracy. And we cannot afford to have this. The whole world is looking up to Nigeria for leadership.
The money politics, they noted, may not be the ideal, but a stage of the nation's democracy that may give way with more awareness amongst electorates. They emphasize the need for political cooperation and consensus building rather than degenerative political wrangling and rivalry. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Beneficiaries of the federal government's national social investment programs in Imo State have been urged to ensure effective utilization of funds provided by the government in boosting their businesses for maximum productivity. This formed part of the message of the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadia Umar Farouk, at the flagging off ceremony of the second phase of enumeration exercise for prospective beneficiaries. Faith Iguilo reports.
more business with it. And when you start this more business, you are out of poverty.
The enumeration exercise for prospective beneficiaries of the federal government national social investment programs comprising trader money, farmer money, and market money across the 27 local government areas of Imo State is aimed at ensuring hitch-free processing of their interest-free loans applications. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, represented by the Imo State Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Rabiu Ibrahim, made it clear that mismanagement of the federal government's social investment programs will not be tolerated. She enjoins beneficiaries to ensure accountability.
We have independent monitors set up by Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. They are the ones that go to every local government to monitor the activities of these 4 programs.
Once they get this money, they should use the money judiciously. The money is a loan and they are expected to pay back the loan when the federal government requests for it.
So when the money is disbursed, we actually follow up on these beneficiaries, what they do with this money.
Some of the prospective beneficiaries commend President Muhammadu Buhari for initiating the poverty reduction programs designed for the less privileged.
The government have been doing well. As you can see, everybody is fine.
We are invited to come and for empowerment.
Enumerated applicants of the National Social Investment Programs are expected to receive alerts of the interest-free loans at the end of this exercise. In Owerri, Faith Iguilo, NTA News.
Beneficiaries of the 20,000 Naira one-off grant in Bayelsa State have commended the federal government and the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Disaster management
development includes provision of grant to over 3,000 vulnerable persons, flag off of digitized payment for conditional cash transfer, and the onboarding of independent monitors Stream 2 program in Bayelsa State. The initiative is a demonstration of government's resolve to better the lives of the poor and the vulnerable in the country, as well as to strengthen the capacity of the onboarding of independent monitors Stream 2 program for effectiveness and efficiency. Beneficiaries of the grants, including a physically challenged, gift wishful, are appreciative of the gesture and promise to leverage on it to better their lives.
I'm into frozen food business. I sell ice fish, chicken, and other food stuff.
This will go a very long way.
I run a POS business, so I'm going to add it to my capital.
Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development expressed federal government's commitment to improving the lives of the poor and vulnerable people in the country.
This money is meant for you to please go and start your business. And for those of you that have business already, you to your capital.
The minister is confident that with the support of the Bayelsa State government and other stakeholders, the country will be on track of lifting 100 millions of Nigerians out of poverty by 2030. In Yenagua, Timinapri, Ohia, NTA News.
The Federal Ministry of Agriculture has carried out an emergency aerial spray aimed at mitigating the effects of koala birds in 6 most affected local government areas of Bauchi State. Bolak Afsa reports that similar exercise was conducted in Gombe State.
The quilla bird is a transboundary pest capable of causing mass destruction on crops, especially cereal crops. To mitigate the effect of this destructive bird, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources carries out aerial spray twice every year.
We at the Ministry of Agriculture, we normally conduct the survey and feed the data to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture State Office. So already coordinates of where these pests are located, including their roosting points, including where they normally migrate to go and feed and come back and carry out their destructions, have already been identified.
Have some specific areas where they have roosting areas. Since it's an emergency, the state government have been invited to also tally in to give their counterpart so that it will cover a large area. The federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, deem it fit to control this menace in order to reduce the destructive effect of this pest on our cereal crops. This is in order to enhance food availability and security in the country.
The exercise is ongoing in 11 states in the country, and that of Gombe has been completed. In Bauchi, Bulak Afsa, NTA News.
And that's nationwide. Thank you very much for your company. Do remember to join NTA in the fight against rape and rapists. I'm Ruth Aguele. Enjoy your evening.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you in your living room, office, everywhere and anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs, and the best of entertainment. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, GoTV channel 91, Preview UK channel 264, or you can download www.visiontv.co.uk. App for iOS or Android. You can also see us on Facebook and YouTube for quality content on the go. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
Man, naturally, is created with lots of ego. Ego to propel him to rise, move, push, and succeed. That is a normal situation. Lots of times this ego is found missing in the right dose, giving man an overrated or low value, self-esteem. How can we keep it in the right order? How does it affect our daily lives? Can we regroom it where altered? Join us for answers on Wednesday, 10th of August 2022 at 9 a.m. Let's have a chat. The event is Conversations on NTA.